Hello everyone, welcome to week 5, unit 5, and today what we're going to be doing is learning how to key the symbols and also finishing up the number keys. Now to start out with, let's look at the explanation that we have in the lecture notes. You will review the numbers on the top row of the keyboard along with being introduced to the symbols, which require the use of the shift key. Knowledge of the symbols is important as they follow you to key dollar amounts, parentheses, and provide for abbreviated forms of words. I'm going to click on unit number 5, and for unit number 5 you know that we're going to be working on lesson 15, and lesson 15 is actually a review lesson, so it will review all of the keys up to this point. And then lesson 16, 17, and 18 will be lessons that have new keys within them. And then remember to make sure that you work on your Unit 5 discussion post. Okay? The next thing that I want to do is bring us into the GDP program online. And as I had mentioned, here's lesson number 15, which is a review lesson. And you're going to be doing all of the exercises within that. And here's the lesson 15 enrichment. Okay, I'm going to go to lesson 16. Now in lesson number 16 we're going to be starting out with our special characters, and also remember we're going to be learning the 0 and the number 1. Okay, to start out with, for lesson 16 we're going to be learning the and sign, and sometimes called the ampersand, and the and sign, the dollar sign, and the 0. So I'm going to click on lesson 16 and I'm going to go into the and sign. Now to start out with, what you're going to be having, you're going to have to remember to do is, because the ampersand or the and sign is up above the number 7, you're going to have to make sure that you shift with the A. So you're going to reach down, shift, reach up with your J finger, type the and sign, go back to your home row. So it's shift, type, go back to your home row. The next new key is the dollar sign. The dollar sign is located up above the number 4, so you know you're going to have to shift with the right, reach up for the dollar sign with your F finger. So it's shift, reach up, go back to your home row. Shift, reach up with the F finger, go back to your home row. Okay. The 0 key is on the bottom of the key, so all you're going to have to do for that is reach up with your semicolon finger. So it's 0, 0, 0. Okay? And you'll also have additional practice within the exercises themselves. And then you have a lesson 16, which is the enrichment. Remember, underneath lesson 16. Lesson number 17, we're going to be learning the number 1, the question mark, and the @ sign. Okay, the number 1, you're going to be reaching up with your A finger. So it's 1, 1, 1. Keep going back to your home row. 1, 1. And remember, you don't have to shift for that. Shift for that because it's on the bottom of the key. Okay, let's go to the question mark. Now the question mark is located up above the diagonal or the /, so you know you're going to have to use your left shift key. Okay, so we're going to be reaching down with our A finger, shift, reach down with your semicolon finger, type the question mark, go back to the home row. Shift, type, go back to your home row. Shift, type, go back to your home row. Remember, you need to make sure that you hold right down on your shift key, whether it be the left shift or the right shift key. Okay? Alright, let's go to the @ sign. The @ sign is located up above the number 2, so you're going to have to shift, reach up with your S finger for the number, for the @ sign. Okay, so it's going to be shift, reach up with the S finger, type the @ sign, go back to your home row. Shift, type, go back to your home row. Alright, and then you're going to have some different exercises. Now I want to explain to you about the map exercise. The map exercise is an individualized program that diagnoses what you need to work on. So the purpose of the pretest is to identify and analyze your keystroking errors. Type 1 copy of the pretest passage, pushing moderately for speed and keeping your eyes on your copy. Press the tab key to begin. After you complete the pretest, click the score text. Okay. Right now we haven't keyed anything, so we can't press it. And then it will identify your specific errors. Now, that also reminds me that up here, with our icons up here, the lessons are what we work on, our lessons themselves. When we go into, for an example, we're in 17G now. The skill building would be any additional practice that you'd want to work on. It may be 12-second sprints, any new keys, warm-ups, and so on. And here's our map. You can go into that anytime, just like any of the other exercises up here. And the map, for an example, I like the map because if I wanted to practice the S key, I could click on it. It will bring me right into a drill. If I want to practice the C key or whatever, I can go right back into it, and I'll get my map here that comes up with the keyboard, and I can practice it. If I want to practice the C, I'll have a C section. See how it changes each time? And then timed writings. Here are our 1-minute timed writings, and then your 2-minute timed writings. These are all additional practice, all the way down to the 5-minute timings, and then other. Language art skills, if you want to go in and review your language art skills, you can. And then here's your reference manual. The reference manual, if for an example, when we begin to key reports and we want to learn how to type a business report, you can say, okay, I want to do a business report, but I forgot how many times I'm going to go down from the top. See how it's all set up here for you? That reference manual is great. Okay, I want to go back to lessons. All right, and I'm going to go into lesson 18, but before I do, remember about lesson 17, your enrichment. Lesson 18, we're going to be learning the percent sign, the left and the right parentheses, and the number or pound sign. Here is our percent key. The percent key is up above the number 5, so you know you're going to have to shift with your semicolon finger. Okay, so it's going to be shift, reach up with your F finger, type the percent, go back to your home row. Shift, type, go back to your home row. All right, the left and the right parentheses. First, the left one. You know you're going to have to shift with the A finger. Shift, okay. Reach up with your L finger for the left parenthesis. Okay, so it's shift, reach up, go back to your home row. Shift, reach up with the L finger. Okay, now we're going to go to the 0, and the 0 has, up above the 0 is our right parenthesis, so we're going to have to shift, reach up with our semi, type the right parenthesis, go back to our home row, shift, reach up with our semicolon finger, type the right parenthesis, go back to our home row. Alright, and the last new key is the number or pound sign. And what you're going to be doing is reaching up with your D finger, but you make sure you remember you have to shift with the right shift key. So it's shift, reach up with our D finger, type the number or pound sign, go back to our home row, shift, reach up with the D finger, type the number or pound sign, go back to our home row. Okay? Now that completes up through lesson number 18, and remember you have your lesson 18 in enrichment. Okay, to do that, and just as a review, remember for lesson number 16, lesson number 15 is a review lesson for you. Okay, and here it is, and you have your review and your enrichment. Lesson number 16, something that I wanted to also mention in lesson 16, we have what we call a paced practice. Okay, and what the paced practice is, it will determine, depending on how fast you type this passage, determine your speed, and then it will continue to challenge you for 1 minute. And it tells you right here, the key to increasing your typing speed is to speed up just a little. The key to increasing your typing accuracy is to slow down just a little. This pace practice routine helps you to adjust your speed to increase either speed or accuracy. To determine your beginning speed for pace practice timed writings, you will take a 1-minute timed writing, pushing moderately for speed. If you finish the passage before the time is up, press enter and repeat the passage. So here you go, and you're also going to be practicing your tab key. Your goal is to type the timed writing with 2 or fewer errors. The timed writing will be scored, and your score will determine your beginning speed. Okay, and then it tells you to take the timed 1-minute timed writing now. So that's your pace practice. Okay, they become quite challenging, but it's going to help you with helping you increase your speed and decreasing your accuracy. Okay, then we have another thing called the progressive practice alphabet. Here's your progressive practice alphabet instructions. Okay, it tells us that our error correction is off. Progressive practice exercises will help you increase both speed and accuracy. To determine your beginning speed, you will take a 1-minute timed writing, pushing moderately for speed. If you finish before the time is up, press enter and repeat the passage. You must type the timed writing with 3 or fewer errors. And this is what we call the progressive practice alphabet. Okay, and again, just as a review, remember that I have gone through at the top here and explained to you about your skill building exercises, or if you want to do additional practice on 1 minute, 2 minute, and then we're going to be doing 3-minute timings before too long, and the 5-minute timings. Remember, your map is a diagnostic map that will let you do a pretest, and it will determine what you need to work on. So everyone has their own keys to work on. Okay, so for an example, if I wanted, remember I showed you here to practice any of these. Since I didn't do my pretest, it's not telling me any exercises that I need to do right now, but you'll see once you enter that. Okay, and then your timed writings, remember the language art and your reference manual, and then your own GDP page that has your information on it. Okay, thank you for listening, and I hope all of you have a nice day. And if you have any questions, remember you can contact me anytime in Pronto, through the email. Remember the Pronto, I am in there during my office hours, through email, or if you call me, I'll call you back. Good luck with your practicing, and remember, practice daily. Practicing daily is the key thing. Make sure you concentrate and keep your eyes on your copy and have good sitting position. Have yourself a nice day. Bye.